Greetings, everyone. This is Diane, the principal here at OLA, the Online Learning Academy, and Virtual Scholars here in PPS. Oh my gosh, it is almost fall conferences and the fall break. It seems incredible to me that we're already in November. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about our fall conferences, a topic around cameras, the buzz accounts that we've got for you, and our monthly webinars. So let's begin with fall conferences. You know, what's kind of cool about an online school is that parents and students and teachers do connect a lot more frequently because there's so much individual work that happens in an online school that has self-paced curriculum. And so you've been probably connecting with the teachers already in office hours, during live sessions, or you're getting an insight into the classroom because you're part of the live sessions. You've gotten newsletters from teachers. Some of you have been getting weekly emails that let you know how your students are doing. So there's a lot of contact that happens between the beginning of school and conferences. So we hope that fall conferences will be just a special time between you and the teachers and the student, and to get to know a little bit more about how they are doing, as well as some ideas about how to continue to support your student at home. So that's fall conferences, November 22nd and 23rd. You'll be getting email reminders about how to sign up. There's a link on our website about how to sign up, and that starts on November 8th. You can begin to sign up on November 8th. All right, so that's coming up soon. Let's see, the other topic is thinking about cameras. This is an interesting one. This is something that started happening during CDL, where students were all of a sudden thrust into this, this online world of learning. And what we noticed is that there was no cameras are on. In many classrooms, no cameras are on. And I think the older the students are, the less camera time there is, which is interesting to us. And so we wanted to kind of talk a little bit about what it's like to teach when all the cameras are off, or many cameras are off. In a brick and mortar situation, teachers are constantly scanning their room. They're always looking to see, how are students doing? Are they engaging? Are they confused? Do they need me to speed up? Do they need me to slow down? Do I need to revise what I just said? There's so much that happens in that visual contact that a teacher has in a classroom. In fact, a lot of times teachers have a lesson that's planned, and because they're scanning the room, they're able to adjust. So in this online phenomenon where students are not turning on their cameras, the teacher loses so much in their sort of repertoire of strategies on how to help students. They lose that ability to read the room and decide what they need to do next. It's also really, really exhausting to be teaching all day with the cameras off. And the reason for that is because the teacher is not only now teaching the content, but they're having to guess how to pace and how to revise based on their thinking of what is happening in the classroom with students. So we are asking that, especially if you're with the students or in a different room with the students, that you encourage your students to turn on the cameras. We know we're not requiring it at all, but we do want to be thoughtful around what is being lost when the cameras are off, and how that impacts the teaching and the learning. So we're asking that you consider it. We totally understand if it cannot happen, but we would encourage, you know, sometimes when you get used to doing something and your camera's off and that's kind of how you do things, it's hard to start doing it. And so we're asking families to consider supporting us in turning on those cameras. All right, the third topic is Buzz. Buzz is the learning management system. That is where your students are getting all their content. That's where they get a lot of information from their teachers. And of course, you want some insight. You want to know, how is my student doing? And of course, it's sitting next to your student. You're going to get that information, but there's something different when you're able to have your own access to your student's grade book, the feedback that their teacher is giving to them. You're able to see how many minutes the student has been online. So you'll be getting an email, individual emails to families that have, if you're confirmed as a primary contact in Synergy, you should be getting an email from me that gives you your parent username, the password, and a special link. The link that you will use to get into the learning management system is not the same as the ones for your students. So we'll give you that information. There are also a few videos that we're adding to that email that tell you how to get in, what you can see, what it means to see what you see, and what does a grade book mean. We give you some tips on how to read that grade book and how to sort of interact with it, as well as some tips on how to use the calendar if the classroom teacher is using due dates. So there's a little video on that. And there's also a video on how to change your password, because again, it's completely different than when your students are changing their password in our systems. And then finally, we'd like to invite you to some monthly webinars. We absolutely understand that families want to know what's going on, what's going on in OLA, and how do we support our students, ideas that we have about connecting with students. And so Shannon Freudenthal and I, our assistant principal, and I will be hosting monthly webinars. There'll be a webinar for K through 5, and there'll be a webinar for 6 through 12. There's a little bit different content in each of those, and talking about things like how to support your student as a learning coach. How do you read the grade book? What are some events that are coming up? Ideas about how to use the curriculum for learning and practicing, and what it means to connect with your student through that curriculum. So we've got some good ideas. We're waiting for some ideas and questions that we will be asking you to fill in other topics that you would like us to talk about. So be on the lookout. We'll be starting those in December. And if we can do them more than monthly, we will. But we're looking forward to connecting with you in that manner. So with that, we'll see you at conferences, November 22nd, November 23rd. Remember that we're really appreciated when the teachers will just be delighted to be able to see their students with cameras on, if that's at all possible, and be on the lookout for your connection to Buzz. Have a wonderful weekend. If you see this during the weekend, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you at conferences. Take care. Bye-bye.